Hi, I'm Miss Farron. Welcome to Farron Tube. Today, we're going to set up the burn lab in our lab book.
You can't see the lab book.
So, in your lab book, the last thing we did was our druggist fold. So now, you're going to go to your very next right-hand page. It has to be a right-hand page. And you're going to set up for your known fiber field guide. You're not going to put it in yet, but we're going to save a page for it. Can you zoom in, Mr. Long? And leave it there for just a minute so they can write it down. You can pause here so that you can write this in your lab book. This is page 57 if you're matching my pages. Now, you have a page saved for your booklet. We're going to go to our next right-hand page. Remember, it has to be a right-hand page because I have issues. Can we tilt? Is that good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so this is page 59 for me. And you're going to take your first yellow paper, which says Fiber Analysis Lab, and you're going to tape that paper like a door into your lab book. So you should be able to open the door and see a place for your predictions behind here. Before you answer the preview question, you're going to pause right now, go back to Google Classroom, and you're going to watch the preview question video that I put on Google Classroom for you. So pause now. Okay, now we need to make our predictions. When you make your predictions for these fibers, you're going to tell me how you think it will burn. And your predictions all go in this column. Do not write anything in the conclusion column because we're not going to do that until the end. We're not doing our unknowns, we're only doing our knowns here. So you'll write your predictions. So how will you know what to predict? Well, I'm going to show you how paper burns and how plastic burns. Okay, hit pause.
Just red button again. Okay.
All right, so remember that you have to choose whether your fiber is going to burn like paper or melt like plastic. So I'm going to demonstrate what happens for each one. Here's my paper. It's just regular notebook paper. And you notice that I have a wet paper towel in my tray. That's what we're going to do in class to make sure that we don't set the room on fire, because I'm pretty sure we get in trouble if we set the room on fire. So I'm going to go ahead and set my paper on fire. Can you zoom in?
Yeah.
Watch how the paper burns. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So as the paper burns, it burns pretty quickly, and you can see it turning to ash. And I'm just gonna, oh, that's a lot of smoke. Let's hope the fire alarm doesn't go off. Oh boy, that's a lot of smoke. Okay, so you can see that the paper formed ash. See that ash right there? So now we're going to burn some plastic. And don't worry, we'll burn this in class too so that you can smell the joy of burning plastic. So I'm just going to burn,
Zoom out a tiny bit here. Okay.
I'm going to burn a plastic bag. And I'm going to turn around my tray so that you can see how it burns. Oops. So I'm just going to light the edge of this on fire. Are we zoomed in?
We are now.
So you can see the plastic curling away. See how it doesn't burn quite like paper? It curls more than burns. Just a demonstration. So you can see the plastic curling away.
Zooming in close. Oops.
The plastic is curling away. And you don't really see the flame like you did with paper. Oh, whoa.
Biggest thing is it melts.
Oh. So this all melted. Look, you can see the strings.
Hold on. back of there.
Now, this is something that we're going to wear goggles for when we burn fibers, because if a fiber burned like this and this melty plastic got on your eyeball, I can't help you. So if you feel the edges of this plastic, and I'll pass it around while you're doing this, if you feel the edges, they feel like hard chunks. Remember, the paper formed soft ash. It's very crumbly. The plastic doesn't crumble, it forms hard chunks. So now you're going to go back to your lab book and you're going to look at the fibers. And for each one, you're going to make a prediction. Do you think it will burn like paper, burn fast and make ash, or do you think it will melt like plastic? So go ahead and make a prediction for all of your fibers right now, and you can go ahead and pause this video while you do that. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, we just finished doing our preview question, and remember that you watched a video to help you with that. Then you made a prediction. For each one of these fibers, you made a prediction about whether it will burn like paper or burn like plastic. So you can't go on to the next step until you have this part filled in, and remember, we leave conclusion blank. Now let's turn to your very next page after your first page, very next lab book page, that's 60 for me, and we're going to tape in our instruction page. And I want you to tape this page like a door, because there's a story that I'm going to tell you, and you're going to have to make some notes about the story behind this door. So go ahead and tape in your instruction page like a door. On the page next to the instruction page, we're going to tape our data table. So go ahead and take your data table and you're going to fold it in between these columns. You're going to fold it between behavior in flame and behavior removed from flame. And when you fold it there, you're going to be able to see all of your fibers. We're going to put this on the page that's facing our instruction page so that you can open it up. So go ahead and tape that page also like a door. Now turn to your next two facing pages. So that will be page 62 and 63 for me. And you're going to tape your conclusion questions on the left. And you can see that this is a 2-page paper, so you need to tape it like a door, and you're going to write all your answers back here. You're not going to write your answers in these tiny spaces. You will open the door and write your answers. Now you're all set up for the burn lab and you're ready for our burn lab day, but you need to remember that you can't wear sandals on that day. You need to have closed-toe shoes so that we don't burn your toes. And if you have long hair, you need to bring a hair tie because you're going to have to tie your hair back. The other thing we need to consider is that you can't wear a coat or a jacket during the lab because you can't have your sleeves near flame. So you have to have your sleeves so that you can push your sleeves up so that you don't catch on fire. Our whole goal is to not catch you on fire and not set the school on fire. Well, and to do the lab. So you're all set up. Write down what you need to do to prepare for the lab, and we'll see you next time.